Welcome in, everybody. Adam Gladfelter here with Racer Nexus. This is the final race of the Rookie Class Racing ARCA League. Race number 10 here at Indianapolis for the championship. 4 drivers are all that's left here fighting for the championship, as we're going to take a look at it here in just a second. Qualifying is underway. Yeah, 5 minutes left here in qualifying, but let's take a look real quick at the championship. Here are the drivers currently going after it: Michael Cordray, Kevin Allen, Eric Johnson, and Gavin Smith. Not sure who's going to win this. All 4 drivers are powerhouses and have locked themselves in this final race. Let's get down trackside as we've got some drivers on track ready to turn some laps. Here we got Charles Wilson coming out. Getting underway. One of our championship contenders, Michael Cordray. As his laps have started now, another championship contender, Gavin Smith. And here is the 3rd championship contender. This guy right here is going for 3 championships in a row. Won the first 2. Trying to lock it in that 3-season sweep. Joel Kurth on track in that Dell Jr. 88 throwback. Love that. Russell Heaton coming down the front stretch. David Vodka. Ready to get his lap started, as we should start seeing some times pop up. Cordray should be the first one. And there it is, 53.70. Gavin Smith currently the fastest now. Kevin Allen in second so far. Gavin Smith the only one in the 52s right now. How we doing, Rob? How we doing? Hope everybody had a good work week. Mine was okay, not gonna lie. Stressful, but glad it's over with. You have no idea. Charles Wilson heading down the backstretch. Cordray just turned his 2nd lap here. Not good enough for first, as Gavin Smith's 2nd lap was a little bit slower. Actually, no, it wasn't. It was right on key. Yeah. Exact same lap time as the first one. Cordray done. David Vodka now sitting 2nd. Boy, this guy right here loves these types of tracks. He's really good at them. And that's Russell Heaton coming out of turn 4, heading down the front stretch. Let's see where that puts him here. Looks like 6th place is as good as Russell Heaton's going to be able to get. David Vodka also coming down the front stretch. A 10th slower than his first lap, so first lap's going to be it. 53.122 for David. And it looks like we got one more driver left to qualify. I'm not sure he's going to make it happen, though, as he's crossing the start-finish line now to start his lap with 20 seconds left to go. Oh, I didn't know you worked on the weekends, Rob. What's going on? Big Daddy Pubes in the chat. Yeah, I'm not sure we're going to do much this weekend. Probably go to church. And that'll probably be it. As everybody's getting gridded up here, so you know what time it is. Starting on the pole for tonight's race, the 16, one of the championship contenders, Gavin Smith. To his outside, Mr. Fasty himself, the 24 of David Vodka. In row number 2, another championship contender, Michael Cordray, with another championship contender, Kevin Allen. In row 3, Charles Wilson with Russell Heaton. Row 4, Eric Johnson with Joel Kurth. Rob Hamilton and Ronnie Welchel taking over the row number 5. And then you've got Junior Heaton with Chris Roberts. Take a look here at the weather for today's race. 97-degree track temp. Ooh, it's going to be slimy out there. 86 degrees in the air. Clear skies. And we're ready to get this shindig going. And take a look here at the race analysis. Only 50 laps today. So it's going to be a fairly quick race. As all these drivers are getting ready to roll. Gotta go around all the way. Every other weekend. Oh man, torture. Drivers coming out of turn number 2 as they roar down the backstretch at a mere 70 miles per hour. I don't know about you guys, but I'm ready to get this thing underway. Looking to see who is fighting, or who's going to win the championship, rather. Let's take a look at it one more time as they head down into turn number 3. Cordray, Allen, Johnson, and Smith, 4 drivers going after the title. Will somebody be able to take the title from Kevin Allen? I am not sure, but we're ripped and reared and ready to go. All right, Flagman's got the flag in his hand as they're getting ready to get this thing started once and for all. Green flag in the air. Here we go. Gavin Smith going ahead, going single file as Cordray. Up to the back. 3 contenders here for the championship. 1, 2, 3. Smith, Cordray, Allen. Looking off the back of Gavin Smith. The draft's going to be a little bit strong here. Cordray, not a good exit. That's going to put Allen up to him and looking to the inside. As they're side by side, they're going to let, Eric Johnson hard in the wall. These guys side by side. Here's they're heading down into turn number 1. Door to door. They're letting Gavin Smith get away. Looking back at the another competitor here, Eric Johnson, as he's trying to work his way through the field, getting by Russell Heaton, moves up into 7th position. Actually moves back into 7th position, which is right where he started. And the 62 disappeared right in front of him. He's got to stay cautious. We got a long race here. Gavin Smith up to a 2-second lead over Cordray as Allen falls back to 3rd. David Vodka now creeping up into the mix. Looks like Kevin Allen may have gotten loose out of that corner, out of turn 2. As Joel Kurt's going to try to take the spot away. Allen now going to drop into 5th position. This is not what he wants at all. Battling side by side with the 88 right now. Joel Kurt now leaving him in the dust as Kevin Allen falls. Cordray trying to go up there and catch Gavin Smith. Now he's only 1.8 back. He's looking like a little green bug way up in the distance. Cars starting to get relatively tight already. As you see, Cordray having to stay out of the throttle quite a bit. Vodka dropping off the back of Cordray's 72 machine. Got a nice gap between him and Joel Kurt, though, as Kevin Allen's back to the back bumper of the 88. Now looking to make a move. Oh, they go side by side, they touch. Kevin going to give him a little bit of room, and Joel Kurt now going to battle back on the inside once again. Going down the front stretch, nose to nose. Joel Kurt now taking the spot back away. Ooh, Russell Heaton in the wall hard behind the 18 of Eric Johnson. Closing up the gap now on the 62. So could very well make a pass here to get himself up into 6th position. Charles Wilson nose to tail with Ronnie Welchel. Both these drivers from elbows out. Oh, Ronnie Welchel, big moment there for him, as he got way loose. I didn't think we'd see that today out of these cars, but apparently with the air being taken away on the spoilers, making this car pretty loose as Charles Wilson goes up the track. That's going to put Rob Hamilton in front of him. Looks like David Vodka is going to fall into 5th place as Kurth and Allen go around. Allen trying to battle back. They go side by side. Allen got some help now from the 24, David Vodka, as they're both going to surge ahead. I say that. Vodka kind of stalled out a little bit. Couldn't make the pass happen. Oh, Joel Kurth with the block on Vodka. Vodka's gonna have to get going again as he's in the draft, closing up pretty fast on Joel. Couldn't quite make it. I could have pushed the issue, but that's not a David Vodka kind of way. David all the way down below the white line here, trying to get left sides on that concrete for some rotation as they're coming down the front stretch. Vodka back to his bumper once again. He let out early so he can get back in the throttle early. As Eric Johnson makes it around Junior Heaton and has now closed up almost to the back of David Vodka. Meanwhile, in 2nd place, Michael Cordray, 4.7 seconds back now from one of the championship contenders, Gavin Smith. Come back a little bit. Oh man, there's some action going on right here for 3rd place. This is ridiculous. Allen, Vodka, Kurth battling it out here as Allen goes now back side by side. Gonna get the spot back from Kurth. Eric Johnson's gonna go around David Vodka now. And now he's looking low on the 88. Gonna make the pass happen. Gonna stay a little wide here. That's gonna open the door up for the 88 to put his nose back there. Not gonna be able to do it right now. Eric Johnson with a huge draft here. Woo! Man, closed up quickly. And clutching, so he's trying to save. trying to go to at least lap 25 here or further. They're trying to make the pass happen. I'm surprised the 77 did not block that. Seeing how these guys are going for a championship. Oh, going up the track just a little bit. Eric Johnson trying to open up that exit. Gonna make the pass happen now. The championship contenders are first through fourth. Talk about stiff competition here. As Gavin Smith has lost some gap here to Cordray. Let's get on board here with Gavin Smith. He may be saving, or he must have had a checkup there. Definitely not saving. He is giving it his all right now. And the gap is back up to 4.6 seconds now. As we take a look at the fastest 5 for 5, Eric Johnson, fastest on track now as far as the 5-lap averages go. By a 10th, so that's pretty good. Cordray's closed back up now, another half a second. As these drivers just back here behind him. 5 drivers nose to tail here, trying to draft back up to Cordray to do something with him. Three and a half seconds back is the gap between Johnson and Cordray. You would think that would close up even quicker, seeing how these guys are in the draft together. And I wouldn't say really battling as, oh, Eric Johnson hard in the wall. Eric Johnson beating that right front to death. And that's going to make him lose a spot here to Kevin Allen. Not used to seeing Eric Johnson make these kinds of mistakes. As Joel Kurth closing back up. I think this actually might work out though for Eric Johnson. Well, he's trying to make a pass again. Oh, Kurth underneath. 3 wide here for 3rd place. Kurth couldn't make it happen, backs out. Kurth trying to put his nose underneath a spot where there wasn't any room. Now Johnson battling back with Kevin Allen. Going to make the pass. Now Kurth looking low. Going to make the pass happen as he dives deep down. Can't make it stick. Now Eric Johnson battling back. Kurth on the outside. Johnson on the inside. Kevin Allen looks like he's going with Joel Kurth. Wild battle here between, oh, the 12 of Russell Heaton gets into the back of the 18. As Joel Kurth starts to pull away just a little bit, Kevin Allen, Eric Johnson still trying to work their way back up. And the gap has increased from Kurth to Cordray now. It's over 4 seconds. Nothing really going on up front. Gavin Smith still maintaining about a 4.4 second lead over Cordray in second. But if you look back just a little bit further, Joel Kurt's about to get taken advantage of once again as Kevin Allen looking to the low side. Oh, the 12 of Russell Heaton banging doors with the 18. A touch again. Russell Heaton makes the spot happen. Eric Johnson's going to ship him to Narnia if it happens one more time. Johnson clear. Oh, Russell Heaton hard in the wall. And he's going to lose 2 spots. Russell Heaton now falls back to 7th. As Johnson moves back up into 5th. Now he's got some ground to make up as Kurth and Allen still battling back and forth. Kurth up the track, that's going to hurt him. The bottom is where it's at. As Cordray coming down pit road, he can't make it. Kurth lost a bunch of time on Kevin Allen. As Eric Johnson trying to close back up on Kurth. Great battle so far tonight. Not really anything happening in the first and second spots, but man, oh man, these guys right here are duking it out every single lap. As Kurth staying the high side, Johnson's going to go back low. I am not sure how Johnson's able to hold on to that car. Man, he has had that thing in the wall. He's been beat. He's been banged. As Kevin Allen down pit road for his stop. Joel Kurth as well with Russell Heaton. Eric's now going to take over the second position with 30 laps remaining. He's going to try to make it here and split this thing in half. And I believe Gavin Smith's going to try to do the same thing. Looks like a little lagging going on here with Gavin Smith, Eric, and David Vodka working together, trying to close the gap up. And they are. Something must have happened to Gavin Smith because he just lost 2 seconds to Johnson. Last lap for Gavin Smith, 56 seconds. Eric Johnson, 54.51. So obviously something happened to him. As Gavin Smith sees Kevin Allen just in front of him with Joel Kurth. Johnson back just a little bit further. He's got Russell Heaton in between him and Smith now. Just 3 more laps until we get to halfway. These drivers are going to try to split it, as we've got 2 championship contenders trying to split the race halfway. and 2 championship contenders that are going to have to pit 2 times here in this race. Smith and Johnson, they are the splitters. Cordray and Allen, they're not going to be able to make it. They're going to have to pit 1 more time. No way they could go 30 laps. What's going on, Charles Bagley? Yeah, Team No Lift. Let's go. Evan Smith down pit road. So not going to be able to make it. Eric Johnson's going to try to split it here. 2 more laps. Unless Gavin Smith knows that he can make it those extra 2 laps, or will he have to save? If he went in too early and he has to save, say 2 laps of fuel or 1 lap of fuel, and Johnson doesn't have to save, he's going to close that gap up substantially, as he's lost David Vodka here. As Vodka's coming down pit road. And this is what I was worried about with Smith staying out so long. See, Cordray took tires. Allen took tires. Kurth did as well. Gavin Smith now 7 seconds back from Cordray. Will he be able to close that gap up? So Gavin Smith pitted on lap 23, Cordray on lap 19. That's not a huge difference here, folks, with the tires. I wouldn't say tires are huge, as we didn't see a whole lot of drop-off. Not a whole lot. 7 seconds is a ton of time to catch up. He's closed up just 1/10 here in a lap. It's a long time. Charles Wilson now staying out, as Eric Johnson, Rob Hamilton come down pit road. So once Charles Wilson goes down pit road, the lead will go to Michael Cordray. Kevin Allen trying to close up here, 3.3 seconds back. Gavin Smith now in 6th place, will be 5th once it cycles out. Gavin's only been able to close up about 9/10 here on Cordray, and probably 3 laps or so. As there's Eric Johnson coming out. Now he's going to be in 6th. It looks like 5th place once it cycles out. So he's got some ground to make up as well. But remember, I don't think Cordray, Allen, and Kurth can make it. A yellow flag comes out. Russell Heaton, Junior Heaton. The strategy is gone here. Now all they got to do is pit for tires, and they're going to be able to make it, or pit for fuel, and they're going to be able to make it all the way. As let's see what happened here with Junior Heaton as he's parked on the front stretch. Not sure what happened there. Looks like a disconnection of some sort on a wheel or pedal or something. But the strategy is completely gone. Eric Johnson now with the freshest tires. Cordray may have to pit here for fuel, or maybe this caution is going to help him. I think he's got nothing to lose here and everything to gain as he's in the lead. If he can somehow save under caution to save enough fuel. You can see they're heading down into turn 3. Who comes down pit road? All right, let's see. Looks like Cordray coming down pit road. Everybody coming down pit road. So now it's going to completely reset the strategy here. Take it out of contention as Gavin Smith lagging there a little bit. Charles Wilson, he's going to be the leader. Let's see if some tires get put on. Looks like left side's only for Eric Johnson, so me took just rights on that pit stop. Gavin Smith still in his box. There he goes. Now he's pulling away. So, Charles Wilson taking over the lead. Last pitted on lap 26. He's got fresh tires, full of fuel. He's good to go. Eric Johnson now going to restart in second place. The first of the championship contenders. And then you got David Vodka, Rob Hamilton. And then you're going to find the next championship contender, which is Allen. All right, so here we go. Going to be Wilson restarting on the front row with Eric Johnson. This is going to be one exciting 20-lap shootout here. Josh Newman, what's going on, buddy? Hey, welcome in. Welcome in. You looking to see how this thing ends? I am too. 20-lap shootout. Nobody needs to pit for tires anymore. Nobody needs to pit for fuel. The strategy's completely out the window. It's just going to be a drafting game, and who can take advantage of who. because that's exactly what it's going to be turning into here. As we're getting ready to go back green, heading down into turn 3 at a slow 70-mile-an-hour pace. Hope you're doing okay this evening there, Josh. Pace cars down. Are we going to have another caution? Or is this thing going to go slam out until the end of it? Green flag in the air. Charles Wilson, not a great start as Eric Johnson's going to go by on the outside. And there's a 2-wide battle, a 2x2. Oh, Russell Heaton. As the caution comes out, Gavin Smith destroyed. And we're going to take a look at it here. There was a connection issue with Gavin Smith. He's going to be at fault for that one for sure. Let's take a look here at what happened. Russell Heaton. Oh, looks like, no, not Russell Heaton. Rob Hamilton. Let's take a look here at Rob Hamilton. They both have green cars here tonight. So, Rob Hamilton on the outside of David Vodka. Gavin Smith trying to make it happen. Gavin Smith, we're going to take a look at it one more time. Gavin trying to make it 3 wide here. Gavin also with connection issues. So Gavin's gonna have to go down pit road, get that thing repaired. As Eric Johnson's gonna take over the lead. Wilson's gonna roll out the outside of row 2. So it looks like one of the championship contenders is taken out. That's the risk that we take sometimes, is putting yourself in a bad situation. Andre going to be starting in 3rd, right behind Eric Johnson. So he's going to have to time this thing right on the money if he wants to, you know, stay up there and have a shot to win this thing. Who do we have in the chat? Let me know who we're rooting for the championship in here tonight, folks. Looking to see who we got, who we rooting for. I am non-biased as a broadcaster. I have no favorites. It is my job to only call the race, not to root people on. All right, here we are, side by side once again. Cordray with a really good shot here. Kevin Allen and Gavin Smith lagging once again back there in the back. Still got a decent ways to go here, 15 laps. That's enough time to make moves, but you've got to be patient here. You can't just send it 3 wide. Without trying to face the consequences, or accepting the consequences rather. All right, here they go, coming out of turn, or going into turn 4. Pace car heading down for another restart. Here we go. To the restart zone. Green flag back in the air. Eric Johnson with a good jump. Cordray going side by side here with Charles Wilson. Wilson in the wall just a smidge. That's gonna give a little bit of momentum here to Cordray as Joel Kurth blocking the mess out of the 24 right now. Kurth trying to win this thing. Charles Wilson way up the track. Touching the wall once again. Joel Kurth looking low now on the 57 of Charles Wilson. A touch. Gavin Smith now up to the back of Kurth. What's he going to do here? Cordray up there trying to keep the draft alive between him and Johnson. Gavin Smith trying to take the spot away from Wilson. I believe he's going to do it here. And now he's looking for Kurth. Cordray's close up to the back of the 18 right now. He's making some moves. The top 3 contenders here in the championship: Johnson, Cordray, and Allen. Oh, the top 2 in the wall. Eric Johnson in the wall, Cordray in the wall. Kevin Allen watching this thing unfold. Hey, I hear you, Josh Newman. As Smith tries to get around the Kurth, they're battling side by side. Down the front stretch. A touch. Oh, Gavin Smith goes up. Hits Joel Kurth. Kurth now lost all the momentum. I'm guessing the 16 playing dirty tonight. Kevin Allen now to the back of Cordray, trying to give him that push up to Eric Johnson. The top three, well, actually the top four now, championship contenders. Still too early to make a move. 13 laps coming to 12 as Eric Johnson trying to break the draft away. Cordray now almost up to his bumper. Cordray throwing everything at this thing. Trying to get it done. If he gets to the 18, I guarantee you this, he's going to put the bumper to him. Johnson swerving left and right, trying to keep Cordray behind him. Gavin Smith now has closed up to the back of Kevin Allen. The top four, all four championship contenders here. Under a blanket. This is why they're in the championship right here. Gavin Smith looking low on the 77 of Kevin Allen. Now moves himself up into third place. He's going to go up here and put his 2 cents in, I guarantee it. Cordray's not only got to defend, he's got to upend. Oh, man. Cordray, Johnson get tangled up. Gavin Smith now looking low on Cordray. The blocks are being had. You've got to do this here, folks. 10 laps to go. You've got to do it. Cordray looking low on the 18. A touch. Oh, and take it out. Engines are blown from the 18 and the 72. As Kevin Allen takes the lead. Unbelievable, folks. Unbelievable. Do we want to see it or do we want to see it? Look at here from Michael Cordray from the Racer Nexus Chopper Cam. Cordray putting the nose underneath the 18. The 18 not giving an inch. We're going to take a look at it here slow. Looking off the back of Eric Johnson. Johnson's all the way down. Cordray goes lower. and they get tangled up. Championship contenders are no more. Now it's going to go back to just Allen and Smith. Kevin Allen potentially coming down pit road. Yes, they're coming down pit road to get some tires. Gavin Smith stays out. Joel Kurth stays out. They're about to eat Gavin Smith and Joel Kurth alive here for this last little shootout. There's no way those tires are going to keep them up there. Absolutely championship racing at its finest. And looks like Ronnie Welch will going to win the fight off of pit road as Allen going to restart on the outside second row in fourth place. Gavin Smith going to be the leader here. I would show Gavin Smith more often, but his internet connection is absolutely horrendous. You can't click on him for more than a couple seconds without disconnecting from the camera view. So Joel Kurth be restarting on the outside. As the pace car lights are off. Going to be a really short shootout here. As they're heading down the backstretch, getting ready to go into turn number 3 for what could be the final time on this restart. It may go green the rest of the way. Who knows? All right, coming out of turn number 4, pace car's going to go down, and we're going to get this thing going once again. And the leader is gone. Oh, Gavin Smith in the wall. A ton of cars collected here. False start on Gavin Smith. That's a penalty for sure, 100%. As he restarted well before the restart zone. And we're going to take a look at it here. As he's going to disconnect right here and then come back. And let's take a look at it from Joel Kurtz. And I'm going to hold the 16 at fault on that one. Once again, horrendous internet connection has caused another accident. And there we go again. We're not showing him no more. Some of the worst racecraft I have seen tonight, folks. Oh my goodness. This is terrible. And there goes Gavin Smith to fix his car again to get back out there and cause some more issues. Cordray's going to get his lap back here. Just going to put him back in the championship fight. Allen may or may not have damage. I don't even know anymore. Who is leading the championship? SMN wants to know. Well, right now it's Kevin Allen, but in just a second it could be anybody else. Depends on who else decides to wreck. But Kevin Allen currently in second place. As Johnson is out, Smith is out, Cordray back on the lead lap with potentially some fresh tires here. And as race control would go, if that was the case, which I'm sure it was, I did see Ronnie Welchel get into the throttle before the restart zone. Race control should do their job and give a penalty to the 26. But I'm sure he will deem it as another racing incident like we do week in to week out. All right, here we go. Back to another caution. I mean, back to another restart. Kevin Allen trying to power to the outside of the 88. He does. As they come down the backstretch, single filed out, Joker trying to get the draft back and make a move on the 88. Rob Hamilton now moves up into second place. Cordray up into third. As looks like something happened with Joel Kurth. White flag in the air. One more time around for Kevin Allen. Can he clinch this thing? 3 championships in a row. Coming out of turn number 4. It's going to be Kevin Allen here. Kevin Allen going to win once again. Rob Hamilton finished in second. Michael Cordray in third. Good job from these drivers. Great run for Rob Hamilton. And Michael Cordray working his way back up there. Kevin Allen putting a downshift into first gear as he's going to do some burnouts for us. All right, folks, that's going to be it before that, let's get here for our race results. Kevin Allen bringing it home, only led 3 laps, but it was the last 3 that mattered. Rob Hamilton in second, Michael Cordray finishing third, Russell Heaton fourth, Charles Wilson fifth, David Vodka in sixth, with Ronnie Welchel seventh, Joel Kurth eighth, Gavin Smith in ninth, Eric Johnson 10th, Junior Heaton 11th, with Chris Roberts. Pole position, Gavin Smith. Gavin Smith with the fastest lap, and he also led the most laps at 24. Hard Charger Award's going to go to Rob Hamilton. And we have 4 cautions tonight for 13 laps. And let's get in here. Yeah, let's bring in Kevin Allen right now. Kevin, what's going on, man?
Dude, I am absolutely speechless. I have no words. I have no words for what just happened. Oh my God.
It's chaotic, was it not?
Very chaotic. That's definitely not how I wanted to win it. I was, after that one restart when all 4 of us were like under a blanket, I was like, this is going to be an epic battle. And then I don't know what happened to Cordray and Eric, but that's very unfortunate. I did not want to win it like that. And then I don't know what happened on the restart with Gavin either. Honestly, I felt like the underdog coming into this because the last few weeks, I don't feel like I was the best guy. I mean, I felt good out there, but I felt like those guys were just better. So I felt like I had a lot to do tonight to win. And by a lot of luck and God knows what else, I won. I'm speechless. I really don't know what to say. I'm just unbelievable.
Well, I can tell you this from watching it from the booth. You were the only one tonight that didn't really have the race brain as far as, I guess, championship. Yeah, you know, like championship contenders, you know, kind of in the racy feel of it, you know, putting the car where really it didn't belong.
Right.
Just kind of staying out the way, letting things play out. And that's why you're here. What is that, 3 in a row championships?
Yeah, and I really didn't expect to get this one. From the start of the race, Gavin took off, Michael took off, and then eventually Eric caught up, and I was just like, well, it's been a great season. I'll just take whatever I get thrown at me and just go with it. And then unfortunately things happened where they got screwed over, and I hate that for them because both Gavin, Eric, and Michael deserved it. Each and every one of them, and I hated to see them get wiped out like that. Again, I don't know what happened on all of it because I haven't looked back at the replays yet, but just a shame. I hate that, but I'll take another championship. I mean, that's one way to get it, I guess. Just gotta be there.
Well, you're always a cool, calm, and collected kind of guy, so I mean, there's no. I'm gonna be honest with you. I see why you're the champion each season. You let things unfold. You don't, you don't press the issue. Hey, if you're faster, go by me. I'm going to catch you later. And, that's why you're a champion.
Yeah, honestly, I saw before Eric and Michael wrecked, I saw them battling pretty hard, and I didn't really want to get involved in it. I just want to let it play out, and then that's when the wreck happened. And how I managed to get through that restart crash, I have no idea. And before we get to shout-outs, I mean, we'll do shout-outs in a minute. Shout out to Joel Kurth. He helped me all day long. He got screwed over by a drive-through penalty at the end because he got incident points that we didn't see at first because we had to clear the black flag for the restart because everything got messed up. And so I wish he could have finished up here with me, but shout out to him for sticking with me the whole race and helping me get up here.
Absolutely, man. All right, champ. Well, why don't you get them shout outs, and we got 2 more people to talk to.
Shout out you, of course, for putting your races on every day, or not every day, but every weekend. You know what I mean? Shout out Michael for putting these races on every single weekend and some hosts throughout the week. Shout out my teammates Declan and Charles and shout out to the championship contenders tonight. They all drove great races and couldn't have picked anyone else better to battle with. So yeah, it's pretty much it. Shout out all those guys.
Absolutely, man. All right, buddy, we'll get out of here and we'll talk to you soon, man. Have a good one.
See ya.
All right, finishing second tonight is Rob Hamilton. Rob, nice run.
Hey, what's up, Glad Dad?
How we doing?
I would be doing a lot better if I didn't mess up turn 1 coming in that white flag.
Yeah.
But we're doing all right. We're doing all right.
That's good. Well, you had a good run there, and we won't keep you as we're pretty much over time. But yeah, just want to say good run tonight, and if you got any shout-outs, we'll get those, and we'll send you on your way.
Yeah, we got Georgia Mountain Fairgrounds. We got, let's see here, Auto America. We got Jackie and Jones, Simmons Beds, Hall Construction, Little Rose, Half Moon, Pinnacle Wraps, Outcast, Half Moon, and great job, everybody. Man, I just wish Eric would have had a better finish.
That's right. All right, buddy, we'll get out of here. We'll talk to you real soon.
You have a good night, man.
You too.
Thanks.
All right, finishing third tonight. Unfortunate circumstances for Michael Cordray. Couldn't clinch that championship. I know we're not doing good. Are we, Mike?
It was a hard battle.
It was some good battle. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. It was a good battle all night between you guys, from the front of the field to the back of the field. It really was, but some circumstances had taken shape and kind of knocked you out of contention there.
Yeah, I know. I felt like I was faster than Eric, and it felt like a UFC match, beating and banging, throwing blocks, all that stuff, trying to keep me behind him. I don't know if I came up just a tad bit or he came down a tad bit, but I know we touched, he got loose, and yeah, kind of ended Eric's night. But I know, I hope Eric knows I don't race like that with him around.
Yeah. No, he knows. He knows. I assure you.
Yeah.
But
I'm assuming he's a little upset with me about that race.
well, we're going for a championship here, and these blocks have to happen, and that is one of the consequences of being in the lead and having to defend like that when you've got another guy that's drafting up behind you. It's the consequence that you have to be willing to pay. If you're willing to block, then you got to be willing to go in and end your night. That's just the way you got to look at it. I mean, that's the way I look at it.
Yeah. All I know is in this UFC fight, it was a draw between me and Eric.
Yeah, that's right.
But I thought Kevin's going to get held up. I was hoping that Rob would get in front of him. I can try to catch Kevin and get around Kevin for the championship.
Yep.
Yeah, because I knew I had fresh tires and Kevin did. And I was hoping, have something to do. If we had a little bit more laps, I'd probably been able to get around Kevin.
Oh, you definitely had fresher tires, no doubt about it. If you'd had a couple more laps, I think you would have definitely been up there contending for that win. But Kevin, once again, has swept the championship. Team No Lift back up front again.
Well, it ain't going to happen next season because it ain't ARCA.
That's right. All right, buddy. Well, I won't keep you. If you got any shout-outs, we'll get those and we'll send you on your way.
Shout out you guys for broadcasting. Shout out to Kevin for the win, even though he wasn't a championship driver tonight. He just got lucky. I want to apologize to Eric, even though we were racing hard. Didn't want to ruin both of our chances championship.
All right, buddy. Well, we'll talk to you soon, man. And hated it didn't go your way tonight. You had a fast car.
Hey, I'm always a championship contender every season, so I'll be back at it soon.
Awesome, man. Good to hear. All right, man, we'll take it easy, and we'll talk to you soon.
You too.
All right, folks. Well, that was Michael Cordray in third, Rob Hamilton in second, and your championship and winner, Kevin Allen, tonight. Man, it was something. That's all I'm going to say. Yeah, we'll leave it at that. But that's going to do it for tonight. We'll be back tomorrow night for the Rookie Clash Racing Truck Series at Auto Club for 75 laps. Don't want to miss that. And that's going to be it for tonight, folks. This is Adam Gladfelter with Racer Nexus, and we'll catch you next time. Take it easy.